Howdy heck and hello, H2Os, Roller Bros, and Rachel Chainsaws alike. I'm your guide Q, and welcome back to some r/AmITheAntagonist. We've got some absolutely juice-filled, spicy stories to go through today, so let's decide who's in the wrong here. This one is pretty sad. Am I the antagonist for leaving my own surprise party? I, 17 female, have been struggling with some depression after my dad passed. I spent about a year isolated, never leaving my room, just laying in bed all day miserable. I started going to therapy and working 2 days a week, but the moment I come home, I will still crawl right into bed. I just have no energy. My 17th birthday was a few days ago, and my mom was asking if I wanted a party. She thought it would be good for me. I told her several times that no, I don't want a party. Pretending to be totally fine and happy is exhausting, especially with that many people around. But when I came back from work and opened the door, the house was filled with people. Maybe 10% family I'm not close to, and 90% my mom's friends. I didn't know what to do, so I walked back out again, grabbed a slice of pizza somewhere, and walked around the park, hoping that when I came back they would be gone. While at the park, my phone blew up with texts from my family and mom that I was ungrateful and spoiled and didn't deserve nice things they tried to do. I came home about 2 hours after I left the party. My mom was super pissed. I tried to explain, but she thinks it's just excuses. Was I the antagonist? My mom is still not speaking to me, and I do feel bad that she went through all that effort for nothing. Edit. My mom and dad divorced a few years back, if that matters, and I do have friends that my mom knows, but none of them were invited. Edit 2. I'm already in therapy and it's helping. This wasn't meant as a validation post. Your parent and family telling you you're wrong will make you doubt yourself. And I was dead on my feet. I had just worked 9 hours and wanted to sleep. I'm an introvert, so social interactions already cost a lot of energy, so I couldn't have just faked it for an hour. Pretending to be fine when you're not takes a lot of energy, and I couldn't at that point. Edit 3. After receiving several messages about using your dead daddy for attention seeking and the like, I'm going to log off for a while. Thank you everyone for commenting. Alright, so I definitely believe that the mother's heart was in the right place, but she did the wrong thing here. When your daughter has been in a deep depression and she tells you multiple times that she does not want a party, giving her a surprise party where now, as this super depressed person that's also tired from work, she's going to be the center of attention at a social engagement that is mostly being attended by people she's not that close with, that is a nightmare. Like, I cringed so hard when I heard her say that in this story. And I really hope the divorce isn't a factor in her not being able to sympathize with you mourning over the loss of your father, but I just really hope at the end of the day that you two are able to come to an understanding that yes, she meant well, but she put you in a horrible position, and you had every right to walk out of that party, as awkward as it may have been for her to explain to everybody what just happened. Am I the antagonist for wanting my girlfriend to wear makeup and take care of body hair? I know how the title sounds, but hear me out. My 26 male girlfriend, 24 female, takes forever in the bathroom, upwards of 1 hour, sometimes closer to 2. When I playfully ribbed her about this, she'd get irritated, but nothing major. 3 months ago, I was playfully teasing her, and she flipped out. She said she won't do anything anymore, and true to her word, she hasn't shaved, waxed, or put on makeup since then, and wears her hair looking like bedhead. I told her that I got her point and would appreciate it if she resumed doing things that I also do to stay presentable. Her head hair improved a bit, although not even close to how it was before, but she still has hair on her legs and underarms, semi-unibrow, etc. Now she's saying that I have to pay her to resume taking care of herself, which I find crazy as I'm not her sugar daddy. Why should I pay for her to upkeep herself like she's my sugar baby? I understand that it's her body, her choice, but if there are any guys out there who think that they would be okay if their GF had long underarm hair, then you're a better man than me. I haven't pushed her to do anything, nor am I enforcing any ultimatums. If, as she says, I've been conditioned to want her to look a certain way, well, that sucks, but it's not my fault. If we broke up, she'd pay for all this beauty stuff herself, so why should I pay? Anyone who says I'm the antagonist, are you going to start paying for all your girlfriend's beauty regimens, or else be fine with 100% body hair and no makeup or hair care ever? Be honest with with yourselves. Alright, this is probably the first Am I the Antagonist where I have ever seen this. This actually has both the boyfriend and the girlfriend side. This is the girlfriend side. He keeps being a dick about how long I would take in the bathroom, so as he said, I quit things he didn't even realize I was doing. No makeup, no shaving/waxing, no brows, no waxing those mustache hairs. I have curly frizzy hair, so I stopped using product or straightening/curling with an iron. No mani-pedi, no touching up or redoing my highlights. Do I look like a beast? Sure. Am I a comfy, smug beast? Hell yes. He rightfully pointed out that he takes care of himself for me, by shaving his beard and cutting his hair, so I obligingly waxed my upper lip and got a haircut. I'm continuing to do this whole thing because 1, it's so much less effort for me, 2, it's way cheaper, and 3, now that I stopped, I feel like, why did I ever even have to do all this stuff? It's unfair. And if I have to do it because both of us have been conditioned to see me doing these things as the basic standards for a woman, then he should have to pay half the costs. I conservatively spend $1K a year on brows, shaving supplies, hair products, highlights, haircuts, and makeup, conservatively. He should have to pay me at least half if he wants me to do it, and extra for painful things like bikini waxes if he wants me to do them again. Otherwise, it's not fair. And they say something from both of them. We love each other a lot and aren't actually fighting. We recognize that we're having a difference in opinion, and since neither has been able to sway the other, we came to the court of public opinion. I really like that, and here's an edit from the boyfriend. Alright, I'm the antagonist. You know, it wasn't even the people saying I was the antagonist that convinced me so much as the people saying I wasn't. No way do I want to hold the same opinion as some of you, so if you think that I'm not the antagonist, then I definitely am. My girlfriend not wanting to remove body hair is not the same as me walking around without showering in stained shirts and greasy hair. Jesus. The amount of sexist pigs that have personally reached out to assure me that I'm not the antagonist and that Reddit commenters are comprised of libtards, cucks, feminazis, etc. Man, I think it's reasonable to say that I'm allowed to no longer be attracted to her physically after this, and in that case I would either pay up or we break up. However, luckily I am still very much into her. I would highly prefer the lack of body hair, but it's far from a deal breaker, and I think those who pointed out that I should be trying to unlearn these standards are correct. As I said before, this was never a fight, and for those of you calling my GF a fugly whatever and telling me I can do much better, she's always hot as heck. Have fun in your mom's basement tonight. Man, really going after him. Edit 2 from GF. Thank you, Reddit, for knocking some sense into this man's. He let me shave his legs. He said he feels like a dolphin. I've decided his genuine contrition and heartfelt apologizing is enough for me, and I will resume shaving my pits for him and doing my brows and hair. I didn't spend years subscribed to r/curly only to let my hair turn into a shit show now. This actually came out in a super wholesome way. Like, this might be the best way to do an r/AmITheAntagonist post. Like, get both sides, decide who's in the right, and figure out some sort of compromise. At first, I was a little bit skeptical because I thought that she was doing this whole, like, not taking care of all these things just to spite him for making those comments about her taking too long to get ready, but it sounds like she was just really enjoying not having to deal with all of that maintenance. But I'm glad everything worked out to him. I mean, I think this dude has every right to have his personal preferences as to, like, how his girlfriend looks, but she also has the right to be comfortable and not have to deal with this stuff, but luckily, everything worked out in the end. Am I the antagonist for ruining both my parents' marriages for disowning me? I am the byproduct of my parents' extramarital affair. Both of them had spouses at the time. My birth mother got pregnant and had to tell her husband as he was overseas when I was conceived, so there was no way it was his. A few months after I was born, they decided not to divorce. I was given to my grandparents on my mother's side to raise with my birth father secretly paying child support without his wife's knowledge. Both of my parents had other children. My dad's side knows nothing about me, but my siblings on my mom's side were told that I am adopted by my grandparents. Recently, I decided that I wanted to know more about my dad's family and sent a friend request to one of my siblings and my dad so I could get to know him. Well, he freaked out and contacted my birth mother, and they asked to speak to me over Skype. They both told me they couldn't risk staying in contact with me, and they told me they were going no contact and to please respect it and move on with my life. Well, I pretty much did the opposite. I contacted my dad's wife and shared screenshots of our conversations and told her everything. She is now divorcing him, while on my mother's side I told both my siblings, who then went to tell my extended family, including her husband's side, so now they are separated and my siblings hate my mother. Currently, my siblings on both sides' lives have been upturned, and after the satisfaction is worn off, I feel like I unnecessarily hurt them through my parents. Am I the antagonist for ruining my parents' marriages? No, honestly, screw them both. Jesus Christ. They're just like, oh, you're trying to contact us? No, it would be better if you just moved on with your life. Yes, we may be your birth parents, but it's an extreme inconvenience for you to try to have any relationship whatsoever with us. Like, get out of here with that BS. That's absolutely ridiculous. You were not in the wrong at all. Yeah, you might have caused a mess, but I think they deserved what was coming to them. I mean, they're trying to hide all this stuff from their respective spouses, and it came back to haunt them. It happens. So let me know what you think about all these situations in the polls and the comments down below. It's always good for us to all be able to give our opinions, that it's not just me being like, oh, this is what's right and wrong in this situation. I don't like that sort of stuff. But anyway, skate on to the best of your abilities, guys. Make sure you're drinking more water. I hope you're doing well out there and staying safe. Peace.